a surreal painting, gradually revealed by the hand of God, emerges across the vast savannah where the earth itself seems to pulse with the currents of life. Herds of giant beasts march in silence, while the shadows conceal predators lurking in wait. This is the symphony of life, orchestrated by the Creator, ensuring the ecosystem here is continuously renewed and balanced. A perpetual dance of survival unfolds between predator and prey, while even the vegetation changes its colors in sync with the hurried breaths of the hooved herds. Serengeti, the birthplace of the most unforgiving journey. Across Africa's wild plains, millions of lives are thrust into the ultimate test as the dry season arrives. Ravenous hunger, scorching thirst, and crippling exhaustion threaten to consume all, while predators never cease their relentless pursuit. A ruthless race. Only the strong will move forward, while the weak become the lifeblood of the future. Welcome to the Serengeti, the fiercest survival arena in Africa. Serengeti, the stage of life and death where every creature is swept into the brutal cycle of existence. Across the vast grasslands, pounding hooves signal the impending battle between predator and prey at any moment. Leopards wait patiently for the perfect opportunity, striking with lightning speed and skillfully hoisting their kill into the trees, away from ever-watchful lions and hyenas. Elsewhere, the cheetah explodes forward like a bolt of lightning, its speed securing its prey. But ownership of a meal is never guaranteed, as opportunistic scavengers lurk nearby, ready to steal. Lions, with flawless tactics, drive their prey into tight spaces, surrounding and cutting off all escape routes. Once the hunt begins, only the strongest can push ahead, while the weaker ones risk being left behind. Beneath the raging Mara River, darkness conceals silent assassins. Nile crocodiles master ambushes, wait for the moment when the herds surge into the water. Chaos turns the river into a battlefield. Every leap is a struggle against death. Every escape from the crocodile's jaws is one step closer to survival. Spanning over 200 square miles, the Serengeti stretches like an endless world of its own. The silent grasslands suddenly awaken as millions of wildebeest, zebras, and Thompson's gazelles embark on their journey. They cross the Mara River, pressing forward into the harsh wilderness, where every step is left to the will of the Creator. From riverine forests to wetlands, from sweeping plains to dense woodlands, the Serengeti is home to hundreds of bird species and 70 species of mammals. Every creature, no matter how small, plays a role in maintaining the balance of nature. This is also the battlefield of apex predators, lions, cheetah, and spotted hyenas. With every migration season, the struggle for survival unfolds, shaping a landscape that is both graceful and merciless, painting the breathtaking portrait of one of Africa's 7 natural wonders. In the central and western Serengeti, the Serengeti woodland ecosystem blends open grasslands with scattered trees, serving as a refuge for non-migratory species such as giraffes and elephants. The acacia trees and dense shrubs not only sustain the food chain, but also provide shade and shelter for countless creatures. With annual rainfall between 30 and 40 inches, this ecosystem sustains life, but climate change is disrupting its rhythm. Prolonged droughts and erratic rainfall force herbivores to travel greater distances for water and food, escalating competition. During the dry season, as resources dwindle, buffaloes fight over the last patches of grass, giraffes stretch their necks toward the treetops, and rising temperatures make conserving energy increasingly difficult. These disruptions extend beyond the Serengeti into the Masai Mara, compelling species to adapt to an unforgiving environment. The Serengeti woodlands are also the kingdom of the African elephant, a symbol of strength and resilience. Standing up to 13 feet tall and weighing as much as 300 pounds, these giants are the landscape architects of the savannah, expanding grasslands and forging pathways for other species. To survive, elephants travel in small groups, digging water holes during the dry season, providing a lifeline for many others. Each day, a single elephant consumes up to 300 pounds of food, sustaining the growth of vegetation. Despite facing drought and habitat loss, African elephants remain a cornerstone of the ecosystem. Their dung fertilizes the soil, ensuring that the Serengeti and Masai Mara continue to thrive as Africa's most untamed wilderness. Wildlife of the Serengeti. The dense grasslands of the Serengeti, dotted with acacia and kora trees, create a lush green paradise. Towering above the plains, African buffalo stand like warriors, their curved horns resembling spears, ready to confront lions. Not only are they powerful, but they also form tight-knit herds, acting as living fortresses against predators. During the day, they seek shade to escape the heat, and when hunger strikes, they move out onto the grasslands, sustaining life while maintaining the vegetation. Each buffalo consumes up to 35 pounds of grass per day, playing a crucial role in the Serengeti ecosystem. Yet even these giants cannot escape the cycle of survival. Their calves remain prime targets for lurking hyenas and lions. When the dry season arrives and water becomes scarce, buffalo herds converge at the remaining water holes. These are not just places to quench thirst, but battlegrounds where predators lie in wait for the perfect moment to strike. In the suffocating heat, losses within the herd are inevitable. Yet this is the essence of nature's survival. Masters of survival, the spotted hyena. The spotted hyena, Serengeti's master of adaptation, is a symbol of resilience. With 22 million years of evolution behind them, they possess powerful jaws, adaptable hunting strategies, and an unbreakable pack mentality. As the land cracks and rivers dry up, herds of antelope and zebras are forced to gather around the last remaining water sources, turning these spots into rare feasts for predators. Spotted hyenas, with clans of up to 80 individuals led by dominant females, execute highly effective group hunting strategies. In the darkness of night, they turn the shadows into allies, chasing and surrounding prey until exhaustion takes its toll. With a bite force of 1,100 pounds per square inch, they crush bones, leaving nothing to waste. Not just skilled hunters, spotted hyenas are also master scavengers, unafraid to clash with lions, ensuring that no meal goes to waste in the unforgiving arena of the Serengeti. The brutal cycle of the Serengeti. Nothing goes to waste. Every scrap of meat sustains life and contributes to the ecosystem's balance. With each step, the spotted hyena embodies the untamed harmony and relentless will to survive in the wild. With an estimated 3,000 individuals, the Serengeti boasts one of the highest lion densities in the world. The vast grasslands, interspersed with sparse woodlands, create the perfect hunting grounds for East African lions, apex predators that have evolved over 2 million years to rule this land. Male lions weigh up to 500 pounds and measure between 8 and 10 feet in length, while females are smaller, ranging from 260 to 400 pounds. Their thick manes serve as both a shield in battle and a symbol of dominance among their kind. A lion requires 10-15 pounds of meat daily. Rather than engaging in long chases, they rely on ambush tactics, using the scattered trees of the Serengeti to launch sudden attacks. With explosive bursts of speed reaching 50 mps, the pride swiftly closes in on wildebeest and zebras, employing encirclement tactics, brute strength, and razor-sharp teeth to bring down prey. Yet, even the kings of the Serengeti face challenges. Lions must contend with spotted hyenas, pack hunters that will not hesitate to steal a fresh kill. This ongoing rivalry maintains the delicate balance of the vast ecosystem. However, East African lions are increasingly threatened by human encroachment and rising conflicts, placing them on the IUCN's vulnerable species list. Should they disappear, the Serengeti would lose its ultimate symbol of natural power, a living testament to the brutal yet magnificent cycle of life in Africa's wild heart. The endless wilderness of the Serengeti. Here, the East African cheetah streaks across the grasslands like a flash of lightning, brilliant, swift, and gone in an instant. The sparse grasslands, dotted with low shrubs, serve as the perfect stage for the world's fastest predator to showcase its speed. 3 million years of evolution have sculpted a sleek, agile body designed for velocity, favoring flexibility over brute strength. Every movement of the cheetah is a masterpiece of grace and precision. Unlike other predators, the cheetah does not roar like a lion, nor live in large prides. Males form small coalitions to maintain territory, while solitary females raise their cubs, teaching them to hunt until they can survive on their own. A soft chirp across the plains is their subtle connection, far different from the thunderous roars of lions. An eerie silence in the heart of the wild. Beneath the blazing sun, the cheetah uses tall grasses for cover, lying in wait for the right moment. Then, in the blink of an eye, it explodes forward, hitting 60 mp in just 3 seconds. Its heartbeat pounds, muscles coil with raw power, and each stride is a drumbeat of urgency. At peak speed, it can reach 70 mp, but only for 300 to 500 yards before it must stop. Its long tail acts as a rudder, allowing lightning-fast turns with pinpoint accuracy. Hunting is a race against time. The cheetah lacks endurance for prolonged chases. If it fails, it must retreat to recover, avoiding exhaustion under the relentless Serengeti sun. The grasslands of Loliondo. Situated at an elevation of about 5,000 feet, the Loliondo Plains experience a semi-arid climate, with temperatures ranging from 50 DGF at night to 85 DGF during the day. Stretching between Serengeti National Park and the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, Loliondo is an endless expanse. Though arid, it is full of life, with grasses like the Maida, Andropogon, and Setaria binding the soil and preventing erosion. For wildebeest, zebras, and Thompson's gazelles, Loliondo is a crucial resting point along their grueling migration. Small streams weave through the plains, providing a lifeline during the dry season when the Serengeti runs dry. Here, herds gather to regain strength before continuing their journey. Loliondo is not only a sanctuary for wildlife, but also a delicate balance of nature, where Maasai livestock and wild animals share the boundless grasslands. The realm of Thompson's gazelles. With its open terrain and minimal obstacles, Loliondo is a paradise for Thompson's gazelles, small yet incredibly swift antelopes. These herds, numbering from dozens to hundreds, migrate annually alongside wildebeest and zebras. Their journey not only leads them to fresh grazing grounds, but also reduces predation pressure. Standing 22 to 26 inches at the shoulder and weighing 26–40 pounds, Thompson's gazelles are easily recognized by their light brown coats and bold black stripes running along their flanks. Their large eyes and elongated ears are always on high alert, ready to signal danger. Living in herds is their greatest advantage. providing a natural defense system against threats lurking in the vast grasslands. Loliondo is a vast arena where low grass and short shrubs give Thompson's gazelles the upper hand in spotting and evading predators like the cheetah and spotted hyenas. Their diet is simple but effective, short grasses and select shrubs, sustaining them in this water-scarce environment. In the unending wilderness of Serengeti and Loliondo, survival is an art, and every creature plays its part in the delicate rhythm of the wild. Loliondo grasslands, the ecological paradise of Grant's gazelles. Grant's gazelles stand 36 inches tall and weigh between 100 and 165 pounds, distinguished by their light brown coat, white underbelly, and a black stripe running along their back. Their agile bodies and strong legs allow them to thrive in arid lands where water is scarce and grass is sparse. Living in small groups or complex herds, Grant's gazelles increase their chances of survival through cooperation. They can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, fast enough to escape lions and cheetahs. Their long, curved horns, particularly prominent in males, serve as a display of strength during mating season, helping them defend their territory and attract mates. Despite its harsh conditions, Loliondo provides an ideal training ground for Grant's gazelles, sharpening their speed and reflexes to evade predators. Their adaptable digestive systems enable them to consume both grass and shrubs when food is scarce, contributing to the delicate ecological balance. As migrating herds arrive, bringing hope for greener pastures, the relentless chase begins. The fields gradually dry up as livestock encroaches, shrinking the supply of wild forage. During the dry season, every sip of water and every blade of grass is precious. In this vast yet unforgiving land, predators must fiercely compete for every meal, where life and death intertwine in every fleeting moment. Predators of the Loliondo Plains. Across the vast grasslands, interspersed with low-lying shrubs, East African lions have perfectly adapted to this harsh environment. Not just in their hunting strategies, but also in their physical traits. With a thinner coat and lighter body, these lions dissipate heat more efficiently under the scorching, semi-arid sun, reducing their reliance on water, an invaluable resource in this region. As prey becomes scarce and water sources dwindle, East African lions must expand their territory, constantly moving in search of food. Each pride controls a much larger area compared to their counterparts in wetter regions. They hunt drought-adapted species such as Grant's gazelles and wildebeests. However, the most remarkable adaptation lies in their shifting tactics. These lions primarily hunt at night when temperatures drop. Under the cover of darkness, the lionesses lead the pride, executing calculated ambushes to encircle their prey. Loliondo lions, masters of ambush. They remain hidden in the shadows, silently closing in on their prey, using the wind to mask their scent before launching a surprise attack. During the harsh dry season, as water sources dwindle, Loliondo's lions absorb moisture from their prey, allowing them to survive without venturing far in search of water. This adaptation enables them to maintain their dominance even in the most unforgiving environments. Hyenas, warriors of the night. Under the cover of darkness, spotted hyenas seize the advantage, hunting when the air is cooler to conserve energy. Traveling over 6 miles each night in search of food, they embody endurance and persistence. More than just hunters, hyenas serve as nature's cleanup crew, capable of digesting nearly an entire carcass, from bones to connective tissue, recycling organic matter back into the ecosystem. When food becomes scarce, they form larger clans, sometimes engaging in direct confrontations with lions over a kill. When pursuing Thompson's gazelles or zebras, they relentlessly chase until their prey collapses from exhaustion. Each hunt is a gripping survival spectacle on the Loliondo grasslands. Loliondo grasslands, life between humans and nature. Stretching endlessly with rolling hills in the distance, the Loliondo grasslands are home to the Maasai people. Who coexist with the region's wildlife. Their livestock grazes across the savannah, seeking every precious blade of grass. However, growing human populations have put increasing pressure on the land, leading to gradual ecological strain. The Maasai continue their traditional practice of seasonal herd migration, allowing the grasslands to regenerate and maintain a natural balance. Ecotourism has emerged as a new source of income, helping to preserve this land while safeguarding the Maasai's cultural heritage. Tawny eagle, the silent assassin. Soaring over the Loliondo skies, the tawny eagle glides effortlessly, casting a long shadow over the grasslands below. Its golden-brown plumage provides perfect camouflage among the dry shrubs and faded savanna grasses. A thick layer of feathers shields it from the scorching daytime heat and the cold of the night. From hundreds of feet above, its razor-sharp vision scans the land, detecting even the slightest movement. Each sighting can lead to a deadly strike, affirming its dominance as the sky's silent assassin. The tawny eagle's lightning descent. Like an arrow, the tawny eagle dives with pinpoint accuracy, targeting small prey such as hares or young gazelles. With its powerful curved beak and razor-sharp talons, it dispatches its prey in an instant. Loliondo's harsh dry season makes water and food increasingly scarce. Yet, the tawny eagle endures. Its adaptable diet, ranging from rodents and small birds to carrion, allows it to play a vital role as nature's cleanup crew, preventing disease outbreaks and maintaining ecological balance. The scavengers of the sky. Under the blazing sun, the lappet-faced vulture circles high, its keen eyes scanning the plains for carcasses. The first to arrive at the feast, it wastes no time tearing into soft flesh before larger scavengers take over. With exceptional vision, the lappet-faced vulture can spot food from miles away, traveling more than 6 miles daily in search of sustenance. Meanwhile, the Ruppel's vulture soars quietly through the skies, relying on its unique respiratory system to fly at extreme altitudes without exhaustion. Holding the world record for the highest recorded flight at 3,700 feet. The Ruppel's vulture is an unrivaled master of the skies. Living in groups, they rarely scavenge alone, using teamwork to locate and secure meals. But their greatest threats come not from nature. Habitat loss and illegal hunting are driving them toward extinction. Now classified as endangered by the IUCN, Ruppel's vultures urgently require conservation efforts to protect these magnificent cleaners of the wild. The ancient rock fortresses of the Serengeti, Kopjes. Towering granite formations rise from the Serengeti plains like fortified strongholds amidst an endless sea of grass. Formed millions of years ago, these time-worn structures, ranging from a few feet to hundreds of feet in height, provide shelter for wildlife against the scorching sun and lurking predators. Beyond their role as sanctuaries, Kopjes also help retain water, safeguarding vegetation during the dry season. These rock islands serve as vital ecological anchors, sustaining life in the arid heart of the Serengeti. Rock hyrax, the Serengeti's master climber. Amid the kopjes, rock hyraxes find refuge along high ledges and deep crevices. Their exceptional climbing abilities allow them to evade formidable predators like leopards and eagles. With specialized padded feet and sweat glands that enhance grip, they nimbly maneuver across sheer rock faces. Though small, rock hyraxes possess powerful incisors, enabling them to gnaw through tough leaves and bark under the scorching Serengeti sun. Measuring 12 to 20 inches in length and weighing up to 12 pounds, their grayish-brown fur blends seamlessly with the rugged kopjes, making them nearly indistinguishable from the ancient stones. Rock hyraxes live in small groups of up to 8 individuals, relying on strong social bonds for survival. Ever watchful, they remain constantly alert, for even the fleeting shadow of an eagle overhead could spell their demise. Leopard, the silent predator of the ancient rocks. Among the majestic kopjes of the Serengeti, the leopard reigns as a masterful hunter. It uses rocky crevices and natural caves to escape the midday heat, emerging at dusk to stalk its prey. Kopjes provide not only shelter but also the perfect vantage point, allowing leopards to scan the plains from a distance. With a body stretching 5-7 feet and weighing between 100 and 200 pounds, their pale golden coat, speckled with black rosettes, camouflages flawlessly against the rocky terrain. As solitary hunters, leopards employ stealth, creeping in silence before launching a lightning-fast strike when their prey least expects it. With powerful muscles and sharp claws, they can climb trees effortlessly, hoisting their kills high above the ground to avoid scavengers like hyenas and lions. Kopjes lions, the tenacious hunters. In the rugged terrain of the Serengeti, small prides of 5 to 10 lions thrive against the odds. Unlike the vast open grasslands, the confined spaces and scarce prey of the kopjes demand a different hunting strategy. These lions remain hidden among the rocks, watching from elevated vantage points and patiently waiting for herds of antelope or other prey to wander close. Instead of engaging in long chases across the plains, kopjes lions move stealthily through rocky crevices, launching ambushes to increase their success rate. Beyond serving as hunting grounds, kopjes also provide a safe haven for lion cubs. The cracks and crevices within the rocks offer lionesses a secure refuge to protect their young from predators and the scorching midday sun, ensuring the pride's survival even in this unforgiving landscape. Serengeti swamps, oases in the arid land. Clustered around major rivers like the Grumeti and Mara, the Serengeti swamps serve as invaluable water sources amid the arid expanse. Even during the dry season, when the plains are parched, these wetlands retain moisture, attracting both migratory and resident wildlife. More than just natural reservoirs, the Serengeti swamps are biodiversity hotspots. Tall shrubs and dense grasses provide crucial cover, offering shelter for many large animals seeking refuge from predators. This thriving ecosystem plays a vital role in maintaining the Serengeti's delicate balance, forming an essential link in the cycle of survival across the vast landscape. Maasai giraffe, the giant of the Serengeti swamps. The Serengeti swamps, with their year-round water supply, serve as a sanctuary for Maasai giraffes. Unlike their counterparts in drier regions, they do not need to wander far in search of hydration, allowing them to focus on feeding from acacia trees and tall shrubs. Standing 15 to 18 feet tall, these towering herbivores enjoy a unique advantage, an expansive view of their surroundings, enabling them to spot predators long before danger approaches. Their powerful, elongated legs allow them to traverse the swampy terrain with ease, while also serving as formidable weapons. A single well-aimed kick from their hind legs can inflict serious injury, enough to fend off even the most determined predators. The rainy season, when the swamps are at their most lush, marks the ideal time for breeding. Dense vegetation provides ample cover, increasing the survival chances of newborn giraffes. Shortly after birth, calves are already capable of standing, ready to embark on their perilous journey through the wild, under the watchful eye of their mothers. Capturing their unsuspecting prey in a split second. Hippopotamus, the silent king of the Serengeti swamps. Ruling over the flooded plains, hippos are the true lords of the Serengeti swamps. Massive pods of these colossal creatures immerse themselves in still waters, where nature grants them an endless source of life. With bodies stretching 10–16 feet long and weighing up to 4,500 pounds, hippos are among the most formidable inhabitants of these wetlands. During the day, they remain submerged in cool waters, exposing only their eyes and ears to survey their surroundings. The swamp's waters help regulate their body temperature and protect their thick skin, which secretes a reddish fluid that acts as both an antibacterial agent and a natural sunscreen. At nightfall, they emerge to graze on tender grasses and soft shrubs. Each night, a single hippo can consume up to 80 pounds of grass, but they feed late, after other herbivores have retreated, reducing competition and conserving energy. Possessing a bite force of up to 1,800 pounds per square inch and formidable tusks reaching 16 inches in length, hippos reign supreme over these waters. Their pods, consisting of 10 to 30 individuals, are tightly structured, with dominant males controlling access to water and safeguarding the group. Beyond their sheer power, hippos play a crucial role in maintaining the wetland ecosystem, carving pathways through small streams and creating channels that sustain life in the swamps. The western corridor of the Serengeti, wild rhythms along the Grumeti River. Stretching along the Grumeti River, the western corridor of the Serengeti is the lifeblood of the ecosystem, where grasslands, open woodlands, and riverine swamps merge into a diverse and dynamic landscape. Receiving 20 to 30 inches of rainfall annually, primarily between November and from March to May, this region remains lush even in the dry season, drawing wildlife to its fertile grounds. Bathed in golden sunlight, this wilderness stage hosts an unending drama of survival, from the vast grasslands to the rushing river currents. As other rivers dry up, the Grumeti River becomes a sanctuary for wildebeests, zebras, and antelopes, offering a vital source of water and fresh grazing lands. The rich riparian ecosystem supports an array of life, sustaining countless species year-round. Yet beneath the surface lurks the most fearsome predator, the Nile crocodile. Nile crocodile, the invisible predator. Reaching up to 18 feet in length and weighing 1,500 pounds, the Nile crocodile is one of Africa's most formidable predators. During migration season, As millions of wildebeests and zebras cross the rivers, crocodiles lie in wait, striking with lightning speed. A single crushing bite is enough to drag prey underwater, allowing them to store energy for the lean months ahead. One misstep is all it takes. With a bone-crushing bite force of 5,000 psi, far stronger than that of a tiger, the Nile crocodile seizes its victim. Smaller prey are dispatched instantly, while larger animals are pulled into the infamous death roll, a violent spinning maneuver designed to tear apart flesh, sometimes shared among nearby crocodiles. The Great Migration, a journey of life and death. But the Great Migration is more than a perilous trek. It is a breathtaking spectacle as millions of animals surge toward their promised land, where fresh grass and life-giving rains await. The Western Corridor, where rivers, woodlands, and flooded grasslands converge, serves as a vital resting ground. Verdant plains and lush vegetation sustain thousands of wildebeests, zebras, and countless other species. The treacherous river crossing. May marks the beginning of this journey as the rainy season ends. Herds move toward the Grumeti River, drawn by its moisture-rich soil and abundant pastures. By June, massive herds gather along the riverbanks, but with crocodiles lurking beneath the murky waters, each crossing is a brutal test of survival. The weak or unlucky fall prey to the river's hidden hunters. As the dry season progresses and water levels drop, the struggle intensifies. Some animals succumb to exhaustion before reaching the fertile grasslands beyond, proving that only the strongest endure the Serengeti's relentless trials. Survival instincts and the ecological cycle. The migration of wildebeests is not merely a fight for survival, it is an intricate dance with the ecosystem. Traveling in massive herds provides a natural shield against predators like lions, leopards, and hyenas. This unity not only protects individuals, but also helps the herd locate abundant food sources within the western corridor of the Serengeti. Yet, death is also part of life. Fallen individuals become a feast for crocodiles and scavenging birds, sustaining the nutrient cycle along the Grumeti River. This annual journey leaves a profound ecological impact. Thick layers of dung fertilize the plains, stimulating plant growth and enriching the habitat for other herbivores. This ongoing cycle ensures the Serengeti's everlasting abundance. Northern Serengeti and Masai Mara, the final destination. At last, the migrating herds push into northern Serengeti and Kenya's Masai Mara Reserve, a land where endless grasslands, scattered woodlands, and the mighty Mara River converge. With annual rainfall of 35–40 inches from November to May, this region remains lush, providing a stable food supply for the migrating herds throughout the year. Negation instincts and genetic memory. As zebras enter northern Serengeti and Masai Mara, they revel in the verdant pastures nourished by the short rains from November to December. This journey demands remarkable memory and navigational skills to pinpoint water and grazing lands. Traditional migration routes are imprinted in their DNA, passed down through generations, steering them away from barren lands. In northern Serengeti and Masai Mara, zebras find temporary refuge in scattered acacia woodlands. These groves provide cover from predators, offering the herd safer passage through open landscapes. The combination of open grasslands and forested areas creates the ideal recovery ground where the herds regain their strength, setting the stage for a new generation to be born. New life born along the journey. Newborn zebras quickly adapt to the migratory way of life, Within mere hours of birth, they can stand and run alongside the herd, an essential survival skill in a world fraught with danger. Each year, as the rainy season ends in May, the parched southern Serengeti triggers the Great Migration northward. The vast herds embark on an 800-kilometer journey, braving treacherous river crossings and relentless predators to reach the lush grasslands of Masai Mara and northern Serengeti. From July to October, hundreds of thousands of wildebeests and zebras gather at the banks of the Mara River, where Nile crocodiles lie in patient ambush. The strongest adults lead the charge, creating a path for the weaker and younger ones to cross with a better chance of survival. Many river crossings occur when water levels are lower, reducing the risk of drowning and limiting the crocodile's advantage. Predators at their peak. This period also marks the golden season for lions, the apex predators of the Savannah. In the vast open plains with minimal cover, lionesses hunt cooperatively, raising their success rate to nearly 40%. They strategically isolate their prey before delivering the fatal strike. Meanwhile, dominant males defend their territories, reinforcing competitors like spotted hyenas and leopards, reinforcing their supremacy at the top of the food chain. In contrast, cheetahs do not establish fixed territories and instead roam freely to avoid conflict. They hide their cubs in tall grasses, frequently shifting their locations to stay undetected. By 5 to 6 months of age, young cheetahs begin learning to hunt through playful chases with smaller prey. Unlike lions, cheetahs rarely target full-grown wildebeests or zebras, instead focusing on juveniles and smaller antelope species like Thompson's gazelle. The intense heat of the Serengeti and Masai Mara shapes their hunting schedule. They operate primarily at dawn and dusk to conserve energy and avoid encounters with larger predators like lions and hyenas. By instinct, they select weak, young, or isolated prey, optimizing their chances of success while minimizing unnecessary exertion. The battle for survival. The wild is unforgiving, where the line between life and death vanishes in an instant. Yet natural challenges are not the only obstacles. Climate change and human intervention now cast a shadow over even the most majestic lands like the Serengeti, threatening its delicate balance and the future of its inhabitants. Serengeti in crisis, the growing impact of climate change and human expansion. Over the past 3 decades, the average temperature in the Serengeti has risen by 1.8 to 2.5 DGF, causing unpredictable shifts between wet and dry seasons. Dry spells have lengthened, rainfall has become erratic, and water sources and vegetation are dwindling, forcing wildebeests into a desperate struggle for survival. Their population has declined by 10%, impacting the reproduction rates of zebras and impalas. The Serengeti grasslands are disappearing due to increasing erosion and desertification. A 2024 report revealed that 15% of the grasslands and wetlands have already degraded, threatening species such as giraffes and Thompson's gazelles. If this trend continues, the Serengeti could lose over 20% of its grasslands within the next 2 decades. At the same time, human-wildlife conflicts are escalating. Population growth in Tanzania and Kenya has led to expanding farmland, shrinking key migration routes. During the dry season, farmers struggle with crop destruction caused by elephants and African buffalo, leading to significant economic losses. A global treasure at risk. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Serengeti is not just an African landmark, but a global treasure in urgent need of protection. Climate change and human activities are pushing its ecosystem to the brink. In response, conservation efforts have intensified to safeguard wildlife and preserve migration corridors. Governments and organizations like WWF have established buffer zones and expanded migration corridors by 15% in 2023. allowing wildebeests and zebras to move more freely between Serengeti and Masai Mara. Meanwhile, habitat restoration projects have revitalized 1,000 acres of grasslands, creating ideal environments for giraffes and Thompson's gazelles. Collaboration with local communities remains a key factor in conservation success. According to WWF, over 5,000 local residents have engaged in awareness programs, actively contributing to the protection of this irreplaceable ecosystem. The remarkable recovery of African elephants in the Serengeti. Among the most inspiring conservation successes, the recovery of African elephants in the Serengeti stands as a powerful testament to resilience. After decades of decline due to poaching and habitat loss, elephant populations have rebounded thanks to strict protection measures implemented since 2023. The governments of Tanzania and Kenya have intensified penalties against illegal ivory trade, while organizations like WWF and the African Wildlife Foundation have launched educational programs, raising awareness about the ecological and tourism value of elephants. Since 2020, the deployment of drones and surveillance cameras has led to a 70% reduction in poaching. As a result, by 2023, the Serengeti elephant population had increased by 15%, reaching approximately 6,000 individuals. This achievement not only protects wildlife but also boosts ecotourism, providing sustainable income for local communities. The recovery of African elephants in the Serengeti is more than just a conservation victory. It is a testament to the power of unity between humans and nature. Protecting the Serengeti is a shared responsibility. The preservation of this iconic ecosystem demands collective action. Raise awareness, reject wildlife products, support ecotourism, and contribute to conservation organizations. Every small action helps safeguard this natural wonder for generations to come. Have you ever witnessed the Great Migration or the thrilling predator-prey encounters of the Serengeti? Share your experiences below. Stories of Africa's breathtaking wilderness inspire and fuel conservation efforts, ensuring the Serengeti remains eternal. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join Movies Animal on more extraordinary wildlife journeys.